How one Jamaican man built a billion-dollar empire. Sandals. Picture this. Crystal clear turquoise water. White sand beaches stretching for miles. Overwater bungalows with butler service. Champagne on ice. 5-star dining under the stars. This is Sandals Resorts today. 24 properties across the Caribbean. Over $3 billion in annual revenue. The world's most recognized luxury all-inclusive brand. But 40 years ago, all-inclusive meant cheap buffets and watered-down drinks. Budget travelers cramming into concrete blocks on the beach. One Jamaican man changed everything. His name was Butch Stewart, and he didn't start with resorts. He started selling air conditioners. This is the story of how a door-to-door appliance salesman built a billion-dollar empire that redefined Caribbean luxury. Montego Bay, Jamaica. 1981. Gordon Stewart was 41 years old. He'd spent 2 decades building an appliance business called Appliance Traders. Air conditioners, refrigerators, televisions. He was successful, comfortable, but Jamaica's economy was collapsing. Political violence, currency devaluation, tourism dying. That's when he saw it. A rundown hotel called the Bay Rock. 18 rooms, outdated, barely operating, located on what should have been prime beachfront property. Everyone told him he was crazy. Tourism was dead in Jamaica. Why would anyone invest in hotels during a crisis? Stewart saw something different. He saw opportunity. He bought the property, renovated it completely, and on December 18, 1981, he opened the first Sandals resort. But here's what made it different. He didn't just open another Caribbean hotel. He completely reimagined what all-inclusive could be. Before Sandals, all-inclusive was code for cheap. You paid one price. You got basic food, basic drinks, basic rooms. It was about volume, not quality. Think cruise ship buffets on land. Stewart had a different vision. What if all-inclusive meant luxury? Unlimited premium drinks. Not rum punch from a jug, but top-shelf liquor. Multiple gourmet restaurants. Not a buffet, but French, Italian, Caribbean cuisine with real chefs. Butler service, swim-up bars, private beaches. And then came the Masterstroke, couples only. No kids, no singles, no families, just couples, honeymooners, anniversary celebrations, romance. The industry laughed. You're cutting out families? That's half your market. Stewart didn't care. He understood something they didn't. Couples would pay premium prices for guaranteed romance without screaming children at the pool. The first Sandals generated $12 million in revenue its first year, in the middle of Jamaica's worst economic crisis. He'd cracked the code. Luxury all-inclusive wasn't an oxymoron. It was the future. Success in Montego Bay was just the beginning. Stewart saw the entire Caribbean as his canvas. St. Lucia, Antigua, Bahamas, Barbados, Grenada. But expanding across the Caribbean isn't like opening franchises in American suburbs. Every island is a different country. Different regulations, different politics, different currencies. And then there were the hurricanes. 1988, Hurricane Gilbert destroyed the Montego Bay property. $50 million in damage. Stewart rebuilt. Bigger, better. 1995. Hurricane Luis hit Antigua. Another Sandals property devastated. Stewart rebuilt again. The pattern repeated. Hurricane Omar in 2008, Yvonne in 2004. Every few years, another storm, another rebuild, another bet on the Caribbean. But each time, he didn't just repair. He upgraded. He expanded. He made every crisis an opportunity to improve. By 2005, Sandals operated 21 resorts. They dominated Caribbean luxury. Couples-only all-inclusive was now an entire industry category. Stewart had created something no one thought possible, a Caribbean-owned, Caribbean-based international luxury brand. But his biggest risk was still ahead. 2009. Jamaica's national airline, Air Jamaica, was failing, losing $400 million over 6 years. The government was desperate to sell. No one wanted it. Too much debt. Too much competition from American carriers. Too politically toxic. Except Butch Stewart. He paid $1 to the Jamaican government. Yes, $1, but he inherited $300 million in liabilities. He committed $150 million of his own money to restructure. Why would a resort owner buy a failing airline? Stewart's answer: it's my patriotic duty. Jamaica needs this. But was it duty or strategy? Airlines control access. If you own the resorts and the airline, you control the entire customer journey. You decide which islands get flights, which properties get promoted.
The critics called it ego, a vanity project, an old man trying to save Jamaica and bankrupting himself in the process.
They were partially right. Air Jamaica never made money under Stewart. It bled cash for 3 years. In 2011, he merged it with Caribbean Airlines. Some say he lost $200 million on the deal. Others say he wrote it off as charity. But here's the thing, Sandals kept growing. The airline losses didn't destroy the empire. They barely slowed it down. Was Air Jamaica a mistake? Financially, yes. Strategically? Maybe not. It gave him leverage with governments. It proved his commitment to the Caribbean. It gave him a seat at every regional tourism table. Sometimes billionaires can afford to lose $200 million to prove a point. Gordon "Butch" Stewart died in January 2021, age 79. He left behind an empire worth over $3 billion, 24 Sandals resorts, 16 beaches family resorts, over 11,000 employees. But more importantly, he left a blueprint. He proved Caribbean entrepreneurs could build international brands. He proved luxury all-inclusive wasn't contradictory. He proved couples only could be an entire market category. Today, his son, Adam Stewart, runs the empire. Younger, more digital, more focused on sustainability. Adam launched new brands, expanded into new markets, brought Sandals into the social media age. But the foundation his father built? That's unchanged. Couples only, all-inclusive luxury, Caribbean-owned, Caribbean-proud. From air conditioner salesman to Caribbean icon. From $12 million in revenue to a $3 billion empire. Gordon "Butch" Stewart didn't just build resorts. He changed how the world saw the Caribbean, not as cheap package tourism, as luxury, as romance, as world class. He bet on Jamaica when everyone said tourism was dead. He rebuilt after every hurricane. He lost $200 million on an airline just to prove he cared. The logo is everywhere now, from Jamaica to Barbados to Grenada. The white and blue Sandals sign on 24 Caribbean beaches. Every couple holding champagne in an infinity pool. Every honeymooner watching the sunset from an overwater bungalow. Every butler serving breakfast in bed. That's Butch Stewart's legacy. He proved one Jamaican man with a vision could build something the whole world would recognize. And he did it by understanding something simple. People will pay premium prices for guaranteed luxury, even if it means no kids allowed.